Hello Sagittarius, and welcome to your November 2025 tarot card reading. We are going to get started with a few of our tarot cards to get a sense of the energy we're moving into for this November. Wheel of Fortune, that's your card, Jupiter's card. Queen of Swords, Eight of Pentacles, and the Knight of Pentacles. Okay. So let's set the stage a little bit too. So this month we are in full-blown retrograde. A lot of planets, mostly all of them, are retrograde. So what that means for us is slow and steady. And the Knight of Pentacles says it better than any other card in this deck, I think. So there can be forward progress, but not so fast. And sometimes we just have to kind of stop and wait a minute and then proceed again. That's what retrograde periods are. And we know that Mercury is going to be retrograde practically the whole month from the 4th through the 29th. And Mercury is our communication. It's our information. It's our facts. It's the swords. It's the air signs. So we can look for some confusion, some aggravation, some delays, all of that stuff. And we're not going to be able to proceed as we would normally like to. Now, on the other side of this, at the beginning, you notice that Jupiter, your ruler, showed up as the Wheel of Fortune. And the Wheel of Fortune is also in a retrograde motion. It's not, it never really moved quickly anyways, it's not Chariot, it's not, the Eight of Wands. It's deliberate motion forward, but it's also even going to be slowing down further. And that's too because of the retrograde. Saturn and Neptune and Pisces are retrograde. Uranus is retrograde, and your ruler Jupiter, which is going to affect you because it's your ruler. Now, that doesn't mean that, things aren't moving at all. It just means slow and steady wins the race. Now, your energy will accelerate when Mars enters your sign on the 4th. And Mars loves you. You're a fellow fire sign. And of course, he loves fire signs. So that's going to get you, some energy. It's going to give you some determination, some focus, some commitment. And that's where you need to put all of the energy. And remember to go at the pace of this Knight, not the Knight of Wands. All right, let's go ahead and get some additional cards, additional clues. Now, we know that we're going to go into daylight savings time, and yes, we're going to turn back our clocks. So, we're going to try to work with that energy along with the retrograde. That is what's going to keep us in balance. Now, here's the Lover's card. Six of Swords, the Star, and the High Priestess. I like that card for you. All right, so the Lover's card talks about just that. It can be a relationship, intimate, professional, can be contractual. I have a feeling, though, since it's underneath the Wheel of Fortune, which again is represented, this is your card and your ruler's card, Jupiter, that's happening, in your 8th house of other people's money and intimate connections. So there's something going on here with an intimate connection, other people's money, some type of, a tie that binds you, so to speak. And so that's going to, make you review something in this area. And I do love that the Queen of Swords is kind of next to this too, because she's ruthless. She is a queen that doesn't mess around. She knows when to cut her losses, quite literally. She probably is, a little misrepresented because she can be stoic and matter of fact, but this is the energy that you need to have right now. This is, to get serious, to be strong and to be confident and to be committed to something. And there's something here that needs to be worked out, it appears. Now, the Six of Swords next to the Lover's card tells me that you're ready to move on from it, that there's been some, maybe not some great stuff, that has been coming out of this connection. And part of it has been because of miscommunication, and part of it is somebody's been working a little bit harder than the other person. Now, the Eight of Pentacles shows that you're making progress, and the promise, of the wish being fulfilled, which is right down here on the star from this card, says that, this will continue to increase, but you have some work to do. Just as you do with the Wheel of Fortune. The Wheel of Fortune tells you to get out there, to meet new people, to go to new places, to be open to new ideas, new people, because that's when other opportunities come to you. And that's what the Knight of Pentacles represents as well. Knight of Pentacles, yes, he does travel at a slow and steady pace, but he's traveling. That's the key. Now, it doesn't have to be quite literal where you can get on a plane, but you can. Beware, have some backup plans, because yes, Mercury's retrograde, but getting out there and traveling a little bit, that's a good thing. Go into uncharted, paths. That's a good thing. And know that that's the pace, not fast and furious, just deliberate, just to get out there. You will increase this income. It's a steadily increase from the Seven of Pentacles. You planted seeds, you harvested, and you're wanting to get to the 9 and then the 10 of Pentacles. But you're going to have to work with these energies. And it looks like you're ready to move on from this attachment. Now, you could be maybe getting out of, a shared financial arrangement, one where you were maybe paying more for a loan or a mortgage, and somebody didn't have the cash to do it. Whatever that is for you, there is something here that's going to release you from an obligation, a responsibility that's going to allow you to move on. And once you start moving on, you are going to see that this is going to be a more balanced lifestyle for you, one of hope, one of balance. And on the other side of it, I love that the High Priestess showed up, because you're being guided. You're absolutely being guided by your spirits. And by the way, Sagittarius, you're very passionate, so let your intuition come out. Don't make quick moves. Sit, take some information in and be guided by that little voice within you, because you are highly intuitive. All right, we're going to get one more card here before we close out this reading. Another message from your spirit guides. Accepting what is. I accept and embrace my inner majesty. Yes, you do. You're accepting what is. And I love that it says inner majesty. You have a crown over here as the queen. How cool is that? You're the High Priestess, one of the highest positions outside of the Noble cards. I love this for you. If it resonates, please like, share, and subscribe. Wishing you balance, peace, and harmony. Take care.